We have some Instagram spots here.
I hope you're having a good time!
To catch a pretty beautiful sunset. Some shops for, looks like ice cream. Welcome back to Generic Expats. It is October 28th, a Saturday at around 5 p.m. and I currently find myself at the biggest and most important beach here on the island of Roatan in Honduras. I'm starting a little walking tour here today to show you from La Placita over to the beach that is called West Bay, the most luxurious and basically high cost, beautiful beach in this entire island area. Now there is one major reason why I decided to come down here, and besides this being the #1 beach that pretty much everyone comes to visit and comes to see, from what I understand, the cruise ships that take their stop here on the island, what they do is they come directly to this beach area, the West Bay beach, and this is the one that everyone knows about. So this is going to be something that I want to show that everyone sees. Hello, todo bien? So we're going to be checking out the West Bay beach, and curiously, this is the weekend right before Halloween, so I wanted to be able to take a peek at the beach bars and the life of the foreigners, the expats, the tourists that are here on the island, and show maybe if they are going to be celebrating, because as we know, this is a major expat hub here in Honduras. Roatan Island is the major place for foreigners to expatriate, to come over here and live. Specifically here in West Bay, it's one of the nicest places to live on the entire island. And from what I'm hearing and from what I am seeing, the majority are from the USA. Okay, so I just crossed through this beach bar. I think it's called Bananarama. And we have what is going to be a pretty amazing looking sunset here. Let's go ahead and take a peek at what we're seeing here on West Bay at 5 p.m. Bananarama. That's the place I just saw. It is a Saturday, so it's definitely gonna have a bit more family atmosphere than normal from the locals that are probably off work and enjoying the same beautiful nature that everyone else is enjoying on their vacations or as an expat here living on the island. This is definitely a fantastic beach. Strangely, this is the first time I've come here. So for people that do come to this island, and especially if they're coming just for one day or for a few days, they're going to be coming directly here or in this vicinity, because this area, West Bay, West End, these are the more beautiful spots, and they're surrounded by pretty much everything that you could want to do on the island. So as you can see, just full, just packed full of beach bars, restaurants, places to hang out. This beach is obviously fantastic, nice white sand beach. Great view of the sunset coming up here at around 5:30 within the next 30 minutes. And we have some Instagram spots here to be able to take your picture, upload it onto social media, get your thousands of clicks and likes. Like. Me gusta, me gusta, me gusta. So looks like there's some great spots right here, beachfront property, to be spending your short or long stay here on the island. I want to walk over to the furthest extreme that is walkable, and then kind of cross over, as this is not a huge beach. I'm sure we can cover most of it within a pretty short, quick walk. And we're gonna enjoy these sunset views as we do it. Here we have some more beachfront properties. Private vacation rental, West Bay Village. There's a dock that doesn't look like it's used for scuba diving, but maybe. I don't see any tanks. Looks like this is maybe a snorkeling dock. Yeah, snorkeling. Well, I guess diving services also. I guess most places that have snorkeling will probably have diving. And yeah, this looks like one of them. Although the boats I'm seeing do not have the tanks necessary for that. Here we have Infinity Bay. Todo bien? Got some really friendly people here working in these resorts and working as security. So far I'm getting good vibes. I'm really enjoying the hospitality of the locals here. And it's a little cloudy where the sun is going down, but I think we're still going to have some pretty nice views as that happens. This seems to be the Infinity Bay Resort, right in front of the beach, waterfront property. Looks like they're eating a pineapple or selling pineapples. Maybe fried rice inside a pineapple. I've seen that quite a bit in Asia. That'd be great. Good meal to have. Ooh. Looks like here, Governor's Palace, Tabiana. They're playing some volleyball. I'm probably going to be playing some volleyball myself with some new friends I made at the Bitcoin Center. It has recently come to my attention that I have not given the proper introduction to tell you why my videos and my information is so useful. You see, I've been traveling since 2013, nearly non-stop. Many of it has been within Asia and Latin America. I spent 5 years in Vietnam. And just 5 years ago, I started my full-time lifestyle as the digital nomad that I am today, where I spent at least 1 month in the following countries: Argentina, Brazil, Peru, Colombia, Ecuador, Mexico, Guatemala, and El Salvador. And in this time, I've been doing everything that I've been bringing to my channel here at Generic Expats. Now what this means is that I've been arranging my own accommodation and tasting the local cuisine, checking out the cost of living, looking for entertainment options, checking to see if these places are dangerous, learning how the weather is, and just the overall well-being of a foreign expat living in each one of these new cities. So recently I was lucky enough to feature my good buddy here, French-Canadian entrepreneur on the island, Pat, in his stealing the ball from the locals. Yeah, so Pat and I were talking about his move to Honduras and what he's currently involved in. And we went to Bitcoin Center to record that. That was an amazing choice. Good suggestion on his part, as it was phenomenal. Really beautiful, good views of both the south and north side of the island from Bitcoin Beach, or Bitcoin Center, sorry. Surprisingly, this island has a somewhat large tech community, which I wasn't expecting at all. All right, well, it looks like we are getting to the end of what is the southernmost point of West Bay Beach. I believe this is maybe another resort. Maybe that's where I park my bike nearby here. This is a beautiful area. Even though it's cloudy, I'm having some great views of the horizon. A nice contrast of dark blue and light yellows. Okay, Halloween drop-off. I was definitely curious to see if there would be any people dressed up or are definitely celebrating the Halloween, which is 3 days from now, on the 31st of October. One of my favorite, if not number one favorite holiday in the US is Halloween. Well, just banging down some drinks right in the water. That's the best way to spend a good time here. Getting drinks, jumping in the ocean, or the Caribbean. This is not the ocean, but the sea. Maybe ripping on a jet ski out there. Not sure if you can see it super well. It's a bit small on this right here. Yeah, they are flying. Okay. So let's go ahead and cross back. Start from the southern side and continue back to the northernmost point with a little bit of sunset views in the background as we walk. My first impression of this area is that I don't really know if there's a lot of the expats that live here hanging out here so far. Maybe it's a night bar scene where the expats come out, the ones that live here come out at night to jump into the bars, and perhaps the people that are at the hotels and resorts are probably more taking advantage of the full day of water activities. We have some volleyball going on, like I mentioned before, some sports. And yeah, when you're living here, you don't have to maximize your effort and making sure that you spend every single possible second on the nice places. You just go when you have time, right? That's something that I think some people probably don't recognize at the beginning. Is like, oh yeah, well, when you live in these places, going to the absolute nicest place immediately or staying as much time as you can, spending every possible moment in all of these places that are like super popular for tourists or that are actually super beautiful because they are, right, with these views. Not definitely the number one priority. This is my third week here. I've already been here for 3 weeks exactly tomorrow, and this is my first time here at the West Bay Beach, West Bay area, and I'm enjoying it. This is great. Yeah, so when you're living in these tourist spots, spending every waking moment in like the super touristy, beautiful areas, definitely not a necessity, right? You just do it when you can. Let's continue. Here you have a pier where it looks like a lot of these people are maybe fishermen. And maybe they run tours as well. Yeah, this is a snorkeling tour here. All bien? All good, bud? Yeah, another maybe snorkeling tour here. Instapics. Instapics. Permiso. Well, this is a pretty cool boat. Looks rather new, but very empty. I wonder what they were doing. I guess they must have just taken everything out and finished up the day here. Well, we're going to continue walking this way, make our way out towards the northernmost point. Let's make our way out off of the pier. Try and get some pics over on the beach, actually. I think we're going to get a better view right here. It is just before 5:30, and we are seeing some pretty magnificent clouds in front of the sun, making a real beautiful view for the sunset today. Now this is a good spot to be, to catch a pretty beautiful sunset. All right, continuing on. So far, I haven't heard much English being spoken on this beach, which I find a bit curious. I was thinking there would be a lot more American influence from the people enjoying the beach here. Almost getting wet from the higher tide here. Yeah, so you can see the beautiful sunset happening behind me as we walk. Now, being that Honduras is fully in the tropics, this means that the amount of light every day throughout the year is pretty much constant. It almost doesn't change at all. I think between 20, 30, or 40, maybe 50 minutes is maximum change from the summer to the winter months. So right now the sun is coming up around 5:15, 5:30, and coming down at that exact time in the afternoon, 5:30 about. So as you can see, it's around 5:30, and the days are pretty much almost always 12 hours, which when you're moving down to Latin America or the tropics to catch some more sun, some vitamin D, that's probably something you want, right? You want to have as much sun as possible. Where I'm from in Minnesota, the days are slowly becoming shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. Okay, so here's a tourist spot here where everyone stops. I love Roatan. Pretty sweet little chair area. Yeah, this is what you do as a tourist, right? Gotta set yourself up, jump on this super oversized seat, la silla más grande del mundo, and get a good view. Let's continue our little walk, 4K beach walk, beach tour. I'm seeing some clouds with, looks like some precipitation going on, some rain clouds off in the distance over there. Let's hope that my drive back to where I'm staying and Dixon Cove is not going to make me too wet on the way. The roads actually I took here were fantastic, and in the other video I made about West End, I took a route that has a lot of construction going on, a lot of repairs, a lot of dirt roads, holes everywhere, and it was kind of miserable driving there. So I was definitely a bit confused about why one of the nicest places in the entire island has such terrible roads. And then I realized, oh, I must have just taken a bad road and there was a better route. Correct, as stated by my buddy Pat and his wife. Yes, I took the wrong way. So that is if you're living on the island, that's something you slowly
what the fuck you doing? Come
get
here.
used to.
Come here, come here.
Hey, bro.
What, are you recording?
What do you
What's
think?
up, bro? Happy vacation. Welcome to Roatan, man. I hope you're having a good time. Happy fucking Halloween. Hey,
It's on Tuesday. ¿Vas a celebrar?
No, tomorrow we celebrate.
Not today?
No, today, yeah, today in the
Today,
West End.
right? At the West End.
West End, yeah.
Not West Bay.
Happy
Gotcha.
Halloween, baby.
All right, bro.
Where you from?
Minnesota, you?
Happy fucking Minnesota, baby. I love you, people.
All right, later, bro.
Ooh, smoke weed every day and do not give a fuck what anybody says.
Well, that's the most energy I've seen out of anyone while doing these videos. Very excited to talk to everyone out there. So I hope you enjoyed some big energy from a local guy. Seems like he's been rocking all day, enjoying a nice, beautiful Saturday here on the island. Yeah, as you could tell by this guy, he has pretty much perfect English, and a lot of people here do. As opposed to other parts of Latin America that don't have the English-British colonial rule in the history of the exact location here. Just this island specifically has had like ties and a strong history of British influence. So as you can hear him, his English is perfect. And you won't see that in many places. For example, if you go to Cancun, Mexico, or even like Puerto Vallarta or Playa, people are going to speak really good English, but the English I've heard here is actually probably some of the best I've ever heard in Latin America though so far, because of that history of being formerly British, then Spanish, then British, then Spanish, then British colonies in the past. Let's go ahead and continue. Let's get the forward view of the island, of the beach, walking to the north end. Looks like we have some hotels or resorts. Lots of boats tied up. These look like, yeah, this one right here is definitely a scuba, specifically scuba boat. I see all the tanks, the oxygen tanks over there. Yeah, so according to that guy, this island, or this part of the island, this beach, is not where people celebrate the Halloween festival. I was thinking that this would have a bit more people, a bit more of a vibe, of an atmosphere, but it turns out I was not correct. This is a very quiet Saturday afternoon. Maybe not surprisingly, since it is basically the very middle of the low season. And yeah, during low season, I guess this is what you'll be used to seeing. Just tons of empty chairs, birds chirping in the palm trees or coconut trees, whatever they are. And yeah, we have many beach clubs, it looks like. Empty. 28th of October, kind of the middle of the rainy season. Yeah, we are kind of blessed today though. We had a kind of mostly sunny in the afternoon. The past couple of days have been rainy in the morning and kind of partly cloudy and partly sunny in the afternoon. So when it comes to rainy seasons, this island definitely is kind of unique to me, because typically when I'm in almost any country that's in the tropics, during the rainy season, it almost always is a sunny morning and then maybe 2-3 hours where a really strong storm will like really quickly pass through. Really heavy rain for like 30, 40, 50 minutes, an hour max. And that will be the end of the rainy part of the day. When I first arrived here, it was insanely hot. 110 in the daytime and about 98 in the night. So the lows of the day were insanely high for me, for 98. And about 4 or 5 days after that happened, after these insane days of heat, the rainy season, basically began, and it rained like nonstop for like 4 days, which I'm not accustomed to. Like I said, when I've lived in Vietnam, for example, Colombia, Peru, the climate they have there is what I mentioned before. Sunny in the morning and just a quick heavy shower in the afternoon, whereas it's kind of been the opposite here. It's been raining this past week. It's been raining most mornings, and then it's been sunny in the afternoon, which I guess I don't mind it. I do spend a lot of time rolling around on my bike in the afternoons anyway, so that's kind of better for me. I don't really like driving in the rain on my motorcycle. Not a huge deal, but it's not the best thing ever. So yeah, it looks like this guy was right. This part of the island, this beach is not going to be the... How's it going, my man? Where's your Halloween costume? Where's your Halloween costume?
Oh man, I didn't need one.
You don't need one?
I was born this way.
Well, that's not a costume, my man. How you doing?
I'm just kidding, bro. I'm good.
What's your name?
Lindy.
Lindy.
Yeah.
Where you from, Lindy?
It's my home.
There it is, bro. Isleño.
Oh, yeah.
where are the Las Fiestas, the Halloween parties?
Oh,
West
it's
End,
right
right?
there now on
Right.
the beach.
It's looking pretty chill. It's super chill. Good meeting you, man.
My pleasure.
You take care.
You too.
All right, we got a nice islander here. He's having a good time on the beach. He's celebrating Halloween by himself. And looks like we are getting to what is the end of this northern part of the West Bay Beach. Here we have George's Place. People are kind of closing up shop because the sun has now completely set. Some shops for, looks like ice cream, all in dollars. Tourist places typically do that, right? It's like an icy medium for $5. A lemon pie for $5 here. Yeah, so this is typically, when it's displayed in dollars, you're gonna see much higher prices in the areas that cater to tourists and foreigners. And surprisingly, I've seen dollars being displayed on places that weren't trying to only find the foreign or tourist dollars or the tourist customers. I was buying coffee with my boy here, Pat, and we went to a coffee shop, I think it was called Cafe Americano or something. And yeah, all the prices were displayed in dollars. And I was like, well, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, well, my friends, that is going to wrap up the West Bay walking tour. It has been a lot chiller, a lot quieter than I was expecting. It seems like West End is the place where all the foreigners will be going out and celebrating this holiday party and this holiday festival of Halloween in 2023. It is October 28th, a Saturday. I know, looks, we have a bird passing by right next to us. I hope you're enjoying all the content I am creating and showing you some new possible places for you to move to retire to consider as your future expat spot, because I definitely have enjoyed my time so far on this island. I'm going to be a little bit sad as I go to central Honduras and then move on to Nicaragua, right? So guys, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, smash that like, and leave a comment. Tell me what you thought about this beach, if you were surprised at how empty it was and how incredibly energetic that local man was. And if you are looking at finding any other sort of content that I haven't been making since I've started this trip about 1 year ago. So, catch you on the next one. Hasta la próxima.